John is with us to start off this hour in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hi, John. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Sure. What's up?
Good to talk to you today.
You too.
I'm in a bit of a mess. I moved from Texas in January of 2021 this year, and this is the first time we've moved out away from everyone. It's the first time we had left the city that we spent our whole lives in. And so we took a big leap of faith and got out here to Tulsa, and we've just really kind of gotten ourselves in a bind. I was listening to you hard and heavy for about 3 months straight before we moved, and we had big plans to sit down and talk through some things and figure some stuff out, and we didn't. And I made a lot of dumb decisions since then, and we are in all kinds of debt. We've got from credit cards to loans to student loans, car payments, and we're just in over our heads so deep that we're trying to figure out what to do,
So if you were completely free, would you move back home?
I don't think so.
Okay. So what is was just the stress of being away from what was familiar? You think that added to the bad decisions? Is that why you're telling us about that part of it?
Yes, definitely. I do believe so. There's a lot of with my wife and I, we pastored for several years, and for 5 years, and so we were out of ministry for 1 year, and we fully believe God spoke to us to move to Tulsa.
Mm-hmm. So did you take another pastorate there?
No, I did not. I'm also a plumber. I've got a master license in Texas. I have a business there still that generates a little bit of money, and I've worked for a plumbing company here in this area. My wife is not working right now, but she's about to go back to work, and so that's going to help us a lot. I know.
Okay, what do you make now?
I make about 78 with the one company. Probably close to 100 combined.
Okay. And what will she make?
We'll probably be in the 100. I would say 100 to 120 range together combined.
All right, I'm going to call it 120 because you told me 100 before you said she went back to work. All right, so
yes.
Now how much is your house payment?
It's $1,450 a month.
Okay, and what do you owe on the cars? Each.
Now, okay, $42,000 on one.
Mm-hmm.
And I took out a loan, a couple of personal loans, and one of them is tied to my truck now, and so that one, the total is about $12,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you already had student loans before you moved.
Yes.
And how much are they?
The student loans, they equal about $60,000.
Did you say each?
They total about
60. Okay, so 42, 12, and 60. What other debts? Credit cards.
Some more loans. Credit cards are probably about 8,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Somewhere in there, maybe a little less. Loans are around 20,000.
Just personal loans?
Yes.
Okay. So how much of this did you do since you moved?
The student loans and one car were previous. The big car, that was all previous. About half of the credit cards were previous. The new loans and credit card debt is since we moved.
Okay. So how can I best help you?
I don't even know. We're just at such a loss right now, and there was a lot of bad decisions, like I said, that combined us together, making dumb things, and we finally got back to church. I'm wondering if there's like a group here in Tulsa that we can find that is a Ramsey group.
Sure.
Is there a way to find that?
Sure. We'll just put you into Ramsey Plus, into Financial Peace University, and there's a lot of churches teaching that live, and you can plug into that. I'll pay for that and help you get started. Okay, your language covers the words you're using, and the way you're using them covers a lot of other mistakes that aren't financial, it sounds like.
Yeah, there has been.
Okay,
there's been some different. Yeah.
Okay, let's just leave that there, because the weight of the weight of this in your voice doesn't really match your numbers. That's why I was asking. So what if I said, okay, we're going to get really together. You and your wife are going to work tight together. You're going to be on Beans and Rice, Rice and Beans. You're not going to see the inside of a restaurant unless you work there, and you're not going on vacation, and you're selling her stupid butt $42,000 car. What if I said that?
We're on board. We're ready. We're both ready, but we've just been talking about it, and we're ready to do it now.
Yeah. You got to start doing some stuff that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
There's some pain involved in living like no one else, so that later you can live and give like no one else.
And we're ready.
Yeah.
We just need some help to get started, I believe. And
okay. You're gonna sell a bunch of crap, and you're gonna cut your lifestyle to nothing. Yeah,
okay.
you've been eating candy so much you got a stomach ache. Is what it amounts to.
Yes.
Like I take one of my grandkids to the ice cream store and let them just completely founder themselves, and then they're on a sugar high and their belly hurts, right?
Yes.
And John, I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to make you respond to it, but I think it's time for you and your wife to forgive yourselves. There's some shame, there's some pain that's driving some of these decisions. At some point, you're going to have to say, God still loves us. We still have a lot of value to ourselves, to our family, to our friends, and to Him. You need to forgive yourself and move forward today.
Yeah, plumbers are as valuable to the kingdom of God as preachers are.
Yeah.
Well,
and you don't have to be a preacher for God to love you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure God might love some plumbers more than some preachers.
I can attest to that, Dave, from personal experience. I'll just leave it at that.